Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode 4, Sand, Sun, and Spouses. Let's get into it. If you are brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're at 5,200 subscribers. It looks like, so I looked at the metrics for the video. Majority of my views are coming from people that are not subscribed. So, if you are watching this and you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 6,000 subscribers. Let's try to get there as soon as possible. Just because it helps out smaller content creators like myself trying to fight the big bad algorithm. Alright, so if you've been back for a second, third, fourth, and fifth time, if you're back from last season, you have not subscribed, do not keep searching Tammy Talks. Save yourself the trouble. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it, guys. So let's talk Lindy and Miguel. Miguel says in the confessional that they are going to talk for a little bit, all right? And that if that leads to sex, then that's cool. And if not, that's cool too. So they're back in the room after the I was gonna say after the honeymoon. So back in the room after the wedding, and Lindy is getting out of her dress, and she's panicking because she can't find her makeup bag, she can't find her pajamas, so she's in the bathroom for about 30 minutes. Miguel gets up and goes in there with an attitude. Now, I don't know if anybody noticed that, but Miguel came in with an attitude like almost immediately. The way he knocked on that door and then walked in, I'll tell you this, married or not, you just met me. If I'm somewhere, especially in the bathroom with the door closed, you do not just walk in. That bothered me that Miguel did that. She could have been in there with the bubble guts taking a shit for all you know, sitting on the toilet. But the way that he knocked on that door and then just opened it up and walked in, I didn't like that at all. There are no boundaries with Miguel. That's what that told me. So he comes in and it's like, so what's the problem? What's the holdup? I don't know if Miguel was starting to panic himself, wondering if she was like chickening out, but I feel like there was definitely a different way to phrase that. However, she tells him, I need to wash my face, gonna wash my face. And he was like, I'm gonna go take a leak in the other bathroom. So I think Miguel is starting to see her crazy. He's starting to see that she kind of freaks out about different things. She clearly has anxiety. She stresses. So he said it's not a turn off yet, but it is a concern. Okay? So she finally comes out, gets in the bed, and starts talking. They have like basic conversation. They go to sleep. Miguel's over it. I don't know if Miguel likes her as much as she likes him. I'll say that. So the next morning, they were eating breakfast in bed, and they talk about how you get to know somebody when you travel with them, which is very, very true. And she's talking how she needs snacks and sleep and all this other stuff, and she's going on and on and on about it, and she wants him to remind her to relax and to calm down, and she's had such, dramatic traveling experiences, but if you're here as my friend, then you can help me, and it's like, I was with Miguel. Wait a minute. So he calls her a ball of stress. She has anxiety. And I think a lot of her anxiety probably comes from the way that she grew up, super sheltered, and just not having seen the world the way that the rest of us, or a lot of us, have. So it's turning Miguel off. Whether or not he wants to admit it, it's turning him off. And it's literally the second day of marriage. Miguel meets up with Lindy's family. I think her brother is cute. I can't explain it. I don't know if it's his hair, but I think her brother was so cute. We can see more of her brother. So Miguel asks what should he expect with Lindy. They say that she takes things personal, and then she tends to lash out. And I said, oh, that's a red flag as well. So she's a person that you can just be giving back some type of feedback. She's going to take it in a negative way. She's going to lash out. Her feelings are going to be hurt, etc., etc. And I was like, I can see that now. Her brother then talks about sex in the Bible and tells him that, sex is a covenant and it should be with two people that have known each other. And it's like, look. Lindy is grown. Miguel is grown. They are married. If you have an issue with the fact that your daughter might be having sex or could possibly have sex with a man that she literally just met, then you shouldn't have given her your blessing to come on to this show. But I also feel like, again, the point of being supportive on this show is not for you to come in and tell him, why don't you wait to have sex with your wife? That's not your place. I'm sorry, that is not your place. Then for her brother, at the end to say Miguel's 35 and hasn't been married, I think, he might be the problem. How old are you and are you married? I didn't like that at all, brother, and I like you, but I did not like that. So they then ask about his failure in prior relationships and what has that taught him. Miguel said, ain't nothing wrong with me because I do the breaking up over here, sweetheart. I said, get into it, Miguel. Miguel said, I do the dumping. But Miguel said that he is typically broken up with the other person because there's been cheating. They weren't compatible. He always finds a reason and he breaks it off. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's because I don't think that you enjoy the company of women. That's what I'm going to say, Miguel, because you do not seem like you're enjoying Lindy's company already. Granted, she's doing a lot, okay? But I feel like, Miguel, you're giving me the Jose vibes. So, Lindy meets with his brothers. I'm sorry, Lindy, you call her Lindsay. Lindy meets with his friends and his sister. His sister off rip was like, you're a Gemini, he is a Cancer, or it could be vice versa. You guys don't get along. I'm nervous about that. Now look. I'm a person, I'm a Libra, okay? So, I think, I'm a person that would jokingly be like, oh, that person's a Gemini, that's why she acting like that. I say that stuff jokingly, but I'm never going to base a relationship, I'm never going to base a friendship on what your zodiac sign is. You know what I'm saying? Do I glance at my horoscope occasionally? Sure. What's the forecast for Libra this month? Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to have great failures. I'll kind of look at that, but his sister was dead ass about this. She then asked her about her debt and if she can contribute financially. And if I was Lindy, I'd have told her, you can mind your fucking business. I'm sorry, but that's not your business. How much debt I have or how much is in my checking account is none of your business, Miguel's sister. Now, everybody has student loan debt. So I kind of feel like whenever people feel insecure about that, or they feel the way about that, or they're self-conscious about that, everybody has student loan debt. I literally just graduated college 2 months ago. I have student loan debt, right? And I kind of feel like if that is your reasoning for not wanting to marry somebody because they have student loan debt, then that's not the person for you. That's just not the person for you. But everybody has student loan debt, right? Unless you are one of the fortunate people that got those canceled within the past couple of months. But the average person has some student loan debt. She's a doctor. Of course she has student loan debt. Of course she does. So Miguel's sister then is like, so can you contribute financially? Lindy said that she's not only kind of embarrassed by her student loan debt, but she cries about it because she didn't think that anybody would want to marry her. So then they ask her, what is your drive to pay it off? Because, we don't want Miguel to be footing the bill for anybody. And I kind of feel like, damn, sister, is he footing your bill? Are you worried about missing out on a check or two because of what's going on? I didn't like this conversation at all. I felt that it was very tacky. I felt that it was out of place. And I felt like you were doing the absolute most because this is none of your business. This is none of your business. So Lindy said that she's very driven, okay? I'm a driven person. She said, but she has been driven her entire life. And right now, she's at a point where she wants to enjoy life. So she works a little bit, travels. Work a little bit, chills, does what she wants to do. Work a little bit, relaxes. And if that is how she wants to live her life, that is none of your business. And if she can pay her bills and she's not asking Miguel to do anything, then that is none of your business. Worry about your own wallet. Where's your husband at, Miguels sister? Are you financially stable? Do you have student loan debt? Is somebody paying your bills? Why you on here being annoying? Like when my brother got married and when he got engaged and I met his wife, I would not have dreamed of asking her any of these questions. I would not have imagined thinking to ask her any of these invasive, personal, disrespectful questions. Lindy gets back to their hotel, their little bungalows they're staying in, and she tells Miguel that they had a financial conversation and that was hard for her. Miguel said, yeah, my sister's just worried about me. You know, I have taken care of people in the past. I don't want to necessarily foot the bill for anyone. Lindy said, well, you know what? I have student loan debt. I have a lot of it. She said, but she is able to take care of herself. She pays her own bills. She don't need you for nothing financially. That's not what she's worrying about. Miguel says in a confessional, he's not looking to be a sugar daddy. Don't you write poetry? Nothing about you gives me sugar daddy. Nothing about you gives me sugar daddy. He then said he hopes that she wants to pay off her debt in a timely fashion. I feel like, Miguel, if you were looking for somebody that was financially free, somebody that did not have a lick of student loan debt, someone that maybe didn't have credit card debt, somebody that was at a very specific point in life, then this was not the show for you. This was literally not the show for you. And I feel like people are having these very specific, and if that is something that you want, if you want to marry somebody that has an 800 credit score and does not have any student loan debt or does not have any debt at all, if that's what you are looking for, because that's what you are living, that's your truth, that's perfectly fine. But then you don't come on the show where you're matched with a stranger and then judge them and make them feel like lesser than a person because they do. The way that Lindy was attacked was absolutely disgusting by his sister. And I don't give a damn if y'all don't agree with me. That is rude. That was absolutely rude. Then for Miguel to say, I don't want to have to pay your body bills, did she ask you to? You dress up like fucking bears all the time. I can't. I feel everybody on this show gets on my nerves. Every single person and every single couple is going to work my nerves because they all think way too highly of themselves. We all need some perspective in this bitch. All of us. So then when they're in Mexico and they're kind of hanging out with the groups, they're talking with other couples about their first impression of each other. Lindy said that she was calm the entire day, which is odd for her. That's not a first impression, Lindy. What was your first impression when you saw Miguel? Let me give an example. First impression when I met Miguel, I was like, damn, he looks good. He has nice broad shoulders. I loved his hair. I loved his goatee. I noticed his suit right away. That's the first impression. You saying that I was calm the whole day is not a first impression. Miguel then basically said that they then start talking about like sexual tension, how they're navigating that part of their marriage already. Y'all have known each other for 12 hours. And Miguel said that he basically made a move and she shut it down. Yeah, because y'all just met. Nothing about her gives, I'm going to come in and get right to it right away. Nothing about her gives that. Lindy said, it's not like I shut you down. Lindy said, I want to move slow. I want to get to know you. Of course, I'm attracted to him. Of course, I want to do that. But I also want to get to know him more so as a person. Let's find out more about each other. I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. Miguel, you are trying to prove your manhood. We're not interested in it. Play with somebody else. Let me know what you guys thought about Lindy and Miguel. Hop in the comment section down below, guys. Let's talk about it. Subscribe and thumbs up the video. Catch you guys in the next one.